What's up guys, and welcome back to A Hero's Travels. So in the last episode there we built this cow crusher barn, which I have actually got fully loaded now. I mean, there's only a couple in each side of that, maybe like 2 or 3 in each pod. That is really loud. I'm going to move away from that. But it is now fully loaded and I will eventually have that fully functional. This side is actually functional now. I think all of that side will give me beef and leather now, so there's that. So yeah, built that in the last episode with the wheat field, and in this episode I'm going to continue building in this area. And if I just turn the camera around, I've built a framework for a slightly bigger barn. And this bigger barn here, I've got the framework in, as you can see. It's a bit bigger, it's like 15 and 5, so like 20 a side plus 5 in the middle. So it's about 45 long, and I think it's about 23 wide. This is going to house a wool farm. I'm going to have wool farms going along here, going along all the way along the back, and going along this side as well. I think it's going to be stacked too high everywhere, so there'll be plenty of wool for future builds. I'll never need for wool again. It's going to use a little bit of redstone, some rails and hopper mine carts, and then obviously the observers and everything for the wool farm. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get this built, and it's going to be built fairly similar to the one across the way. I'm going to keep them kind of similar so it looks like they belong together, but there will be some changes, like in these spots here and these spots in the middle. I'm going to do something different, and I'm just going to design it a little bit differently to how that one was, but still keep it in keeping with this design. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll probably come back to you once the walls are in. So I will see you guys in a moment. This is going to be a big jump, so I'll just prepare you for that now. Okay, build update time. So as you can see behind me, that's a pretty close up. So yeah, as you can see behind me, I've done a little bit of work. So I'll just give you a proper tour. So obviously inside it's still empty, but on the walls here you can see I've started with some deep slate tile walls, and then into the spruce planks with the spruce trapdoors and the little window made out of the dark oak fences. I've kept this wall solid. I thought rather than having these in this area, because it's a bit too small to do them here, I thought, right, I'll just leave it as a flat wall on both ends, because it's a bit different. It gives it a bit more solidness. And then again in the ends I've done the deep slate tile, and then on the back I've done 3 windows, one either side 3 wide, and then the middle one 5 wide with the spruce trapdoors going along. And then just above me, you can see it, I've got the outline for where the roof's going to go, and that will eventually look like this over here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to put the roof on that thing, and then decide what I'm going to do with the ends like that, if I'm going to copy that over or if I'm going to do something different with it. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll show you guys the finished product. Once it's done, I will be back in a moment. The roof is done, and I might have gotten a little bit carried away, and I might have started terraforming the area around. So I'm just about to turn the camera around here, and I'll let you see what I've done. So boom, yeah. So I've added in more wheat fields, just sort of like mini fields coming all along this, and I've put this path in and sort of fenced it off, and had this path coming out to here. This is going to connect up to like the main path somewhere. I imagine it might sort of loop around a bit more, maybe loop off here and go around the back there maybe. but then I might have the main path coming along here and have that connect up there. Might put another wheat field in there just to add a bit of colour in, and yeah, there's a roof. So this is the design I came up with, and instead of like on that one, building both on the same block like I've done there, I actually popped the dark oak out and then put it a block back and put the stripped oak in there. So I'm just gonna dig myself down here. I left my shovel in the storage room like an idiot, because just off camera I've been preparing for the next part of the video. So I can't remember if I said what I'm doing with this barn, but in this barn I'm going to be putting a load of automatic wool farms, and as you can see I've got some sheeps in here. I have bred them up once or twice. I grabbed most of these from like the boats that I'd had around, and I've just put this down here. And what's gonna go in here? No, that's the shears for it, and there's some more. I made a whole stack of shears. And what I need right now is I've got some smooth stone and some glass. So 2 stacks of glass. I've got some rails and minecarters hoppers, but I'm not going to be touching those just yet. Got some hoppers as well, but again, not touching that yet. Oh, I forgot the redstone. Dispenser and observer. Get the lantern out of the way. Got 1 torch left as well. So what I need to do now is it like that? Yeah, so observer facing into these blocks. This is 8 tiles, by the way, so observers going into these blocks here, because then that's what activates the dispenser that's going to be going up here, because when the sheep eats this block, it counts as a block update, which the observer then picks up. It will send a redstone signal out the back here into the smooth stone blocks here. I'm just doing the smooth stone because it's a different block, so you know you try and build your redstone on a block that you're going to notice is your redstone block, and then yeah, just come in with the last few of them. And then I've kind of got this all backwards. I think I'm doing this right there. So then dispensers go all in these like so. This is taking a minute because obviously I'm shift clicking. And then like that. And then you get your glass and you come up 2 blocks, and this is really nice and easy because then you can just come along like so and put your blocks in like this. And the reason I'm using glass is because glass doesn't change the grass underneath it into dirt, it just leaves it as grass. And then of course just blocking off the back like so, and then I'm going to need to go and get some redstone dust out of storage and put that going on those. And then I need to put the shears into the dispenser. So I've done a stack of shears, but I think I'm going to need more. And from looking in here, I can get 2 rows of these in. So it'll be like, what I'm thinking is I just want to get quantities at the moment. I don't really have a need for many colours. I'm thinking white, red, then I'll put yellow and blue over here. Then maybe purple and pink, and then I don't know, both the greens, and then I've got space up top to do the other 8 colours, because there's what, 16 colours, and I've got enough space for 8 there, 8 there, and another 8, another 8. But if you think, if we do 4 of each colour here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then another 8 that side, so that's 16. So that's all the colours. I'll be able to have 4 sheep of each colour when I get the dyes for that. And then, yeah, we'll be successful. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get the rest of these tiles in. Obviously I'm going to put the... And I've left a bit of space at the back here, so I'm able to go in, and every time I need to put new shears in, which I mean, I'll be putting 9 sets of shears in these things, so I can't see I need to replace them too quickly. So that's that. And then after that I need to get a collection system in underneath here, which that's going to be an interesting one because I'm not going to pretend I'm good at redstone. This is a design that I know works. I've seen it on quite a few videos. I'll put a link to the video I can remember seeing, and I'll dig it up on my YouTube history, and I'll put that in the description for you. I'm gonna crack on with that. Oh yeah, and I put these blocks here as well just because it helps, I think. Put that in there. And I'm going to need to put some kind of a light block up here as well, just so each thing is nice and bright. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll be back in a moment. See you soon, guys. I've got all the sheep and all the tiles in this thing now. And yes, so there's a quick count. There's 16 aside, with definitely space for another group of these on the top floor. So I'm going to be able to get all 16 colours in, and now this part's important that you do this now, rather than before the farm starts, and that's getting the dye colours in, because if you don't do this now and you try and do it when the farm's running, it's just a bit of a pain because the way that this farm's set up, it's designed so that as soon as the sheep eats the grass, it gets sheared. So you want to get this done now, because otherwise you won't be able to see what colours you've actually got in this thing. And as I said, I'm going to have 4 of each. 4 of each colour. I think that's a reasonable amount, and we'll get pretty decent rates out of this thing. So that's 1, 2. The yellow sheep look different. Have they changed the brightness of the yellow sheep or something? I swear they were brighter before. So yeah, that's the yellow. What we're gonna have with the yellow? We'll have orange. We're trying to have like a nice sort of colours that almost match together. Try and do that. So here we go. That's 2 orange. Just having to. Oh, that's not good. Right. Well, this could be a risk. Where's my silk touch pick? Of course, if this happens, you need to try and be as careful as you. And oh no. Okay, he's not got out. Alright, so we'll take that out. That like that, and then I need to climb back on top. Yeah, so you want to be careful you don't fall in this thing as well. That's probably a good idea. What was in there? That was a stone brick, wasn't it? I'm probably not going to get the second layer of this farm in today, just because I don't have enough dyes to warrant doing the second level, so I'll revisit this in another episode, I think. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get all the sheep dyed up now, and then I'm going to have a look at doing the collection system for this. So I'm going to get that done, and yeah, you see you've got all the. You can see what colour sheep you've got now, but as soon as they get dyed, their head and their legs, just go back to white as soon as they get sheared, sorry. So it's important that you get this stage done before you get the the collection system and the shears put in this. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I know I said I was going to show you putting the collection system in this thing, but I sat down and I started doing it, and it just got a little bit complex with the item unloader. I can't redstone to save my life, but you can hear now all the shears are now in this. I've put the redstone on. You need to put it on a cross mode. You can't have it on a dot, otherwise it doesn't work. This doesn't receive the signal. And yeah, I've just gone around and put 2 pairs of shears in each of these. Bearing in mind there's what, 16 a side, so that's 32 shears a side. It's a stack of shears. And just before I show you that, that's where everything gets dropped off to. Finally, but I'll just run around here. I've left the backs open in case I need to get back to the redstone here. And I'll show you this one. So it's just a simple item unloader. Can't really see anything. So minecart runs along underneath those, across the room and down this. And I don't know if we had to see it, but when these sheep here get sheared, the wool blocks drop on the grass here. And as the hopper minecart goes around, hopper minecarts are able to suck blocks through through a single block, I believe. And yeah, so what it does, it runs up here, and then what this system does is it locks this like that. It locks a minecart in place. It turns this powered rail off. The minecart then drops off everything into this hopper, which then deposits it into this chest. And then with this one, this is why it took me a bit longer, was working out how to get this in a place where it wouldn't also affect this one, because you don't want either of these to be locked unless the minecart is on top of it. But I'll just show you. So I did that side first, and I did this side. And I'll just show you how much I've got now in terms of wool. This is actually a really efficient farm. It's a lot more efficient than I was expecting it to be. That's why I added in this small little chamber underneath the floor here. So nothing in there, nothing in there. Then if you come in here, I've already got like 3 stacks of the yellow, orange, purple and blue from this side, because that's been running the whole time I was sorting this side out. And then on this side, you can see I've got about a stack and a few more. Stack and a half of the white, red, black and light grey. So it's actually a pretty efficient farm, because this side's only been running for about half an hour or so, I want to say, just while I was messing around doing this chamber and putting the chests in. I had to move this over one because I did this side and it was 2 blocks away from the side, and I did this side and somehow it ended up only being 1 block away from the side, so the redstone for that one's a little bit messier. But again, I'll put the video that inspired this farm in the description. I might even be able to just put a door in there so it sort of finishes off the side. Maybe, don't know. Yeah, I'll put the videos. I'll put a link to the videos that inspired this farm in the description, and I'll link the one that I used for the redstone unloader, the minecart unloader, because I can't redstone to save my life, to be honest. I just wing it. So yeah, I'll put those in the I'll put those links in the description now. Yeah. When I get the other dyes as well, the greens and what have you, I'll put those. I'll come back and I'll finish this off. I'll put a second layer on this with up top there, so that I've got a farm for all the wall blocks in the game. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope if you're looking for an automatic wall farm that you find this to be a useful video to use if you're watching it for that purpose. Cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. You take it easy now. Bye.